Okay, let's go live. James speaking, trainingsites.io. Yesterday, GPT-5 came out. They were creating web apps with 2 paragraphs of text. That's the part that I got so excited about. And today what I want to do is I want to go and see if they were lying. I'm going to take the exact same prompt that they used in the live stream. And in fact, that's where it is right now. What I did is I took a screen capture from the video of the exact same prompt that they used. And I had ChatGPT take it from the image and give me the text. So this is word for word the text that they were using in the live stream yesterday. So here's what I did. I figured I better run it and see what actually comes up. Is it what they did in the live stream or is it something completely different? That's the first thing I did. I'm going to show it to you. The second thing that I did is I said, okay, this example that they created on the one that's in the OpenAI live stream, the one that they did was about teaching French to an English speaker. And we'll go through the prompt. You can see the pieces of it, but it was for a particular topic. Now, I don't teach language skills. I teach something completely different. So I was trying to figure out, what about if I use that style of prompt and I use it for another topic? What would happen? So this is what I did. I ran it first word for what they did to see if it's actually going to happen. And then secondly, what I did is I said, hey, change it to another topic or another something other else to learn. So this is exactly what happened. We'll go through it step by step, and I'll show you the outputs because it was really, really interesting. And I was super impressed with it. So here's kind of the thing that we get started. First of all, I am using GPT-5. This is the web version, and I got it a couple hours after the announcement. I'm using the plus one. Again, from what they said, this is free to everyone. So if it isn't rolled out yet, if you don't see GPT-5 up at the top, it'll be coming to you, I hope, sooner rather than later. Here's the prompt. And again, word for word that they use, there it is right there. So I basically took that prompt, pasted it in, nothing other than that, hit enter, thought for 45 seconds, and then it took maybe a minute or two to actually create the code. And this is the code it created. So I'm going to open this up. We'll try and make it a little bit bigger so that we can see it. But it came up with 700 lines of code. I have no idea what that stuff means. I don't want to learn how to code. I just want to be able to have a cool web app that I can use to have people learn whatever it is that the skill is that I'm trying to teach them. So I'm going to go, I got that, created the app. I'm just going to say run code. Let's see what I got from it. Again, this is word for word from what they did. Oh, I have an interactive learning environment web app, Learn French Playfully, that has sound, daily goals, current streaks, points today, words mastered, and my accuracy rate. Now, I looked at this previously just so I had some idea of how it worked, but I haven't done anything other than those 2 lines of text, and I have a functioning web app to help people learn French. 2 paragraphs web app. That's the cool stuff that I'm super excited about. It's no longer required that you have to create a whole bunch of content and a talking head or stuff like that. It's a web app that can be done quickly and easily, that is hyper personalized to the person that is doing the learning. So what happens? What do we have here? I got a dashboard, flashcards, quizzes, and there's my mouse and cheese game. You can see what I've done in the day here. I've been playing around stuff. Let's see what actually happens. To goal, I had up here, I had 25 points. So I'm looking here, progress to goal. I'm almost there for the day. So if I go to the flashcard, and again, pardon my French, I'm from Canada. I'm in Ontario, which is next to Quebec. However, I am not bilingual in any way. So my accent might be close to awful. So there's the flashcards, and I have bonjour, which means hello. There we go, in English. So I can flip it back and forth. And if I want to hear the proper pronunciation, if I click speak,
Bonjour. Bonjour.
okay, there we go. Salut.
Salut.
Perfect. I've now got a series of flashcards to work through that I can actually learn some of these French words that are the most common ones coming up. Now, I'm looking at this and I'm going, well, what happens for beginners, intermediate, whatever? This is just done as a demo with 2 paragraphs. You have to start thinking, how can I use this now? And how can I structure it based on what it is that I need to teach or I want to teach to get someone to be bilingual or conversational French at a restaurant. How can I start playing around with these to make sure that it does it? The thing is, I have an interface to do that. It's not a slide deck and a talking head video. It's not a bunch of written text. It's an interactive learning environment that is available to anyone with the link to this particular app. There's quizzes in here as well. Which what? I think that one is that one. Oh, to
Quel.
want.
Vouloir.
Should we?
Hier.
Country. Forget that one. What is that one?
Pays.
You.
Tu.
Okay, there we go. So I'm getting better on my points. Got some more points here. Now let's go try the mouse and cheese game. Now I'm going to open this one up, and I just want to make sure that I'm gonna I'm gonna play poorly, and the reason is my mouse and my keyboard are right next to each other, and I'm touching the mouse, and my microphone is in front of the keyboard, so I'm stumbling trying to get my hands to work properly. So if I'm very very bad at it, I apologize, and I'll do my best. I'm gonna go to the mouse and cheese game, and on this one it says use arrow keys, press start to start. So let's see what happens here. I'm just going to click restart, and then I'm going to go and see if we can get my, there we go. See if I can get my, there we go.
Regardez.
And each time it does that, it actually gives me a word or a new word. So I got an interactive game. I got flashcards. I got a quiz. I got sound. I got gamification. Wow, very, very cool. So they did the demo, and it works pretty similar to what they did in the demo, 2 paragraphs, over and done with. So I was thinking about this, and I was just going, you know what? Maybe it would be a good idea if we didn't use teaching French. What if we do something different? So what I did is I just took the exact same, I'll show you this one here, so that you can see it. Basically what I did on this one, let me make sure I got the right one. There we go. So I went and I said, you know what? I have a prompt to create an interactive web app. I want to demo the ability of GPT-5 to create web apps for learning using another example. So I didn't want to use the same example. I said, you know what? Pick something different that I could use that shows the exact same thing. And then I just pasted the prompt again. And what it did is it went and said, you know what? We're going to do a couple ones. And it said, I'm going to do a fresh demo case, manual mode trainer that mirrors your French app structure, but teaches basic camera skills, aperture, shutter, and ISO. It includes all of those things, and it rendered it in the app just the exact same way. So let's see what it came up with this time. So we've got hundreds of lines of code, 782 lines of code. Again, I know nothing about that. I just want to go and click run code. And what do I get? I got a brand new web app. This one is set out differently with the same requirements that I gave, which were quizzes, and it says practice. So it's kind of identified, hey, there's maybe a little bit of a different way to do this in terms of practice. It isn't appropriate for practicing language skills. So it's smart enough to pick that out. And it's basically got these flashcards, the lens opening size, the F number, more light is lower, blurrier in the background. So it gives that. I can go next. Shutter speed, it goes through the main cards. I can also flip it with some pro tips. So it's giving me a little bit more information that's there, but it goes through them. Now it actually has, for pro tips, aperture, shutter speed, and ISO. Let's see what happens there. If I'm going to play this one.
Aperture, shutter speed, and ISO work together. Balance them for perfect exposure. Aperture, shutter speed, and ISO work together. Balance them. Aperture,
Okay, there we go.
shutter speed, and ISO work together.
Looks like
balance them for
let me see if
perfect
I can stop
exposure.
that. Okay, it stopped. There we go. So I got some practices. Practice, interactive. If I'm going to do the shutter speed, the aperture, and the ISO, and I'm going to go check it. So bright daylight, soccer match, freeze action.
Nice work. Compare your settings to the suggested range and adjust as needed.
Wow. That's a practice session. Wicked, wicked, wicked. I don't know what to say. I'm not a camera person. come and take a look at this. Let me know if this information is wrong. But I'm looking at the interface. I'm looking at the web app. Wow. Got a quiz, got a game, same idea, made a little bit differently, and it's got some progress on it. Now it looks like there's a bug here with the actual points that are scored. Looking at the task kind of stuff, I'm really impressed with how this started working. So this one says press start, and let me see if I can use my left hand here on it. So I'll try and see if I can play this game better. Oh,
Game over. Great effort.
yeah, great effort. That wasn't too good. Hey, there we go.
Golden hour light is soft and flattering.
Oh, game
Game
over.
over. Great effort.
Great effort. But did you see what happened when I caught the cheese in this one, the light chaser? It gives me another word or another idea that I need to know about training it. And there's my points going way up. So I think there is a bug in that game. So we'll not play the game. We'd maybe have to work on that one. And speaking of bugs, I'm going to be upfront with you. I did create another one, but it didn't come out properly. So it said, hey, there's a bug in it. I just clicked fix bug and it actually started working. So games. Games for learning, interactive web apps, interactive experiences, or old static courses. This was done with 2 paragraphs of text. There's all sorts of opportunities. If you can think of neat and interesting ways to get the people that you're trying to teach or the people that you need to have learn in order to get a particular outcome, here's a real simple way to do it just by thinking about how can I think outside of the box in a web app that is going to get the information to people, the skill set, the organization, the process taught, and the variations between them to get the outcome that they want. And I think this one was a great example that here, I didn't ask for this, but on this one, the manual mode trainer, it had scenario practices. Bright daylight, for example. Next scenario, living room, window light. City lights at night, handout. I didn't ask for those. Those are examples that in this case, GPT-5 came out with. I'm super pumped by this. So take a look with it. Go to GPT-5. If you haven't already, make sure that you go to trainingsites.io/join, and I'll give you the prompts for this. You have GPT-5, go and run them. Put your ideas in there and see what happens. There's going to be more and more of these coming out, and you have to be creative on how you're going to take your expertise and create web apps that people not only will get value from, but can get engaged in, so that we don't have static courses with 15% completion rates, which is the average on Udemy, even with the best authors right now. That was according to Perplexity, and I did that a couple months ago. Really cool. Join the community, it's free. Like and subscribe to the channel. I'm doing more of these videos as fast as I can because we got a huge opportunity to really make an impact if we're starting, building, and growing an education business. Take care. This is James. Expect the best.